It's week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win? Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and he's brought down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now Mahomes. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And that is incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois, Jimmy Garoppolo.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 78 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
A first carry for Najee Harris. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, it usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. It's Clark. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down, this is Harris. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. They drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
And he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Back deep, Deontay Harris. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw complete there to Johnson.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. There's Garoppolo to throw.
Quick completion here to Johnson.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Garoppolo looks to throw.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. It's brought in by Harris.
And he will have a Steelers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman,
his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. The point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
And now here comes Kansas City. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
The numbers for James from last week. Just a really crisp, clean effort. Well over 100 yards receiving.
But didn't he feel like he needed a hug when we talked with him this week?
Oh, because he wanted the touchdowns.
He wanted the touchdowns. He was all depressed after that performance. I'm like, what's wrong with you? You were brilliant. He's like, yeah, but I didn't get in the end zone. He must have heard from the fantasy players on that one.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Mahomes to throw. James has got it. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Now Edwards-Helaire.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run.
Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it.
And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
So after the defense gets you the ball and a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
I would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
7 yards to pick up there.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Now the red challenge flag makes an appearance as Andy Reid wants a second opinion. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
On 2nd and 10, Garoppolo fighting Hardman here over the middle. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now Harris fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
A gain of 6 there on first. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A lot to praise on this drive. Obviously, I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. He's got it. And in for the Steelers touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. So simple math here in the first half. Time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. Every now and then, they don't come.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the... On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Pulled in at the 24. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll keep it on the ground. Knox. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll buy some time right.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside?
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will... set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit. And make sure he thinks about holding up.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, they're